Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. Good to have you with us. Hopefully, you had a great holiday weekend. Happy 4th to all of you out there. We've got a great show lined up for you today. The host of Food Without Borders, HCC TV's great production, is going to be on the show in a little while talking about a new restaurant in town with special accolades. But first, if you've got a story that you would like to see here on Up to the Minute, it's very easy. You want to highlight a student, maybe a faculty or staff member, email us at hcc.uptotheminute@hccs.edu or give us a call at 713-718-6395. Look for all of our content on the Houston City College District's Facebook page. We're also on Instagram, LinkedIn, and you can find us on X as well. You can watch the full episodes on our YouTube channel. We're also on HCC TV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. Thanks for joining us today. We do have a wonderful show today, but first, it's time for the latest Eagle News updates from across the Houston City College system, a place where we share the latest stories and events with students and faculties and support our mission of student success. We're coming off the 4th of July weekend. We want to highlight the Northline campus event that honored the founding of our nation. Students, staff, and faculty all gathered with free food, drinks, and ice cream in a very special event. Let's take a look.
So today we celebrated July 4th with our students. We gave out ice cream. We had a few giveaways, a little bit of trivia, just to celebrate the 4th of July holiday before we go out into the weekend. 4th of July, for me, it's about where we've been, about where we're going, and just looking towards the future of us being as one, full of diversity, full of inclusion.
It means a lot to me because they're celebrating the country and its birthday again, and they're encouraging others to basically learn about like the independence and how much the 250th birthday means to us and the significance of it.
The 4th of July means more than just a patriotic holiday for me. It's actually the birthday of my last born child, Nehemiah, and he represents freedom for me. I named him Nehemiah because God gave Nehemiah the task of rebuilding Jerusalem, the walls, and he did that for me. So the 4th of July means a lot for me. It's still Freedom Day.
It was a very special Freedom Day for all of us. Here's some more news involving our HCC Studio Art program. Houston City College graduate Diana Quijada is preparing to see her work showcased on a larger stage as one of her photographs is set to appear in the Red Buds Art Center's collegiate exhibition, Emerging Visions, a celebration of collegiate talent. Quijada, who grew up in a home in Houston where her mother constantly documented family life through photos and videos, said those early experiences inspired her to pursue professional photography. Her piece, Orca at White Oak Music Hall, is an inkjet print captured from the venue's second floor, offering a striking overhead perspective of a live concert. Quijada will exhibit alongside students from institutions across the region, including the University of Houston, U of H Clear Lake, and Texas Southern University. For many participants, this exhibition marks an important step from classroom learning into Houston's broader arts communities. Houston City College's multiple disciplinary studies in the studio art program is designed to prepare students for seamless transfer to four-year universities where they can compete a baccalaureate degree in arts. The program introduces students to the foundations of studio art and art history, disciplines that explore the creation and interpretation of visual art across cultures and eras. As we go to a break, we want to highlight another student success story. Servando Gonzalez, the third, chose to expand his career options by attending online courses in the field of healthcare. Already working full-time in the physical therapy field, Servando chose to obtain his bachelor's in healthcare management, expanding his ability to one day run his own physical therapy center. Let's take a look at his story.
I chose online degree because I believe it suited my lifestyle better. I live in Pearland and I work in Pearland full time, so having to avoid a commute into Houston, battling traffic, trying to find parking, saves me time and money. With HCC, because I had already obtained my occupational therapy assistant associate's degree, when the bachelor's degree became available, I felt like it was the most natural transition to help me pursue and grow my career. And online seemed the best way to do it since I was working full-time. Our instructors are great. They have all been managers already out in the healthcare industry. So not only are they teaching us what is needed from textbooks, but they're bringing on their experiences that they've learned out on the field. I never felt isolated being online. There's so much that we do that interacts with all our classmates and our professors. We do Zoom calls. We have activities and games that, that help us learn and stay active with each other. So it definitely still allows us to establish a good relationship with each other. What makes it special is that it's familiar, it's affordable, it's tangible, and it feels like a community and everybody wants to see you succeed. I recently got accepted into UT Tyler for the MOT program, so it's a master's in occupational therapy. So having my associates with ACC and then having my bachelor's with ACC, those were the stepping stones that I needed to get to now my master's. So I start on August 28th. ACC gave me the flexibility and the opportunity to continue to work full-time and continue to grow my career. And there's no way I could have done it without them supporting me throughout my journey.
And we want to also congratulate him on his match and wish him the best in the pursuit of his master's degree. We'll be back in a second with Chef and Food Without Borders host, Mariah Scott. Stay tuned.
Here in Houston, we're always planning the next step.
That step starts at Houston City College.
From caring
To creating.
To coding.
HCC is the college Houston needs. Take your next step here.
When faced with complex challenges, there are people who come together to solve problems and transform lives. That's us. We are Rotary. We work with community partners to build green spaces for all to connect with nature and each other. We support local youth through mentorship and literacy programs. We're committed to causes that improve lives everywhere. Find your cause and take action with us.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.
Welcome back to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we've got Chef Mariah Scott in the studio with us today. She is an instructor here at HCC's Culinary Arts program, also the host with Food Without Borders, and you guys are on the road. I guess you had a couple of shoots last week.
Yeah, we are rocking and rolling. We have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah.
2 back-to-back shoots. One of them was at Southern Yankee Craft House. You seem to be covering a lot of the new America cuisine.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about this place.
So Southern Yankee Craft House is near Montrose. It's a cute little place. When you pass by it, you would think it was like a house.
Yeah.
But they have a really nice patio, and their whole concept is like gastropub.
Okay.
So you would go in for like an ice cold beer, but their food is like top notch. Everything's locally made. They have an amazing executive chef there, Matt, who is awesome, who designs like menus that are inspired by their brews that they have there as well.
When you're shooting this show, is there elements that you're learning working with these chefs that you can bring back to your students?
Oh yeah, all the time. I'm
Yeah.
always like, I always like to tell myself I'm a student of the game. I love to learn from chefs. And going to Southern Yankee, I learned just how to incorporate beer into
Okay.
food. Like one of their top selling dishes is their chicken pot pie, which they won, I think right before we went there, they won an award from the Houston Rodeo. For their chicken pot pie. And so they infuse it with some of their local brews,
Yeah,
beer,
yeah.
which I was like, okay, chicken pot pie.
Well, that's like a huge practice in England.
yes,
When I
right?
was over there, they were using Guinness to cook a lot of it. It was pretty darn good in the food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. There's all those like hoppy notes,
Yeah.
adds that little bit of almost like wine, right?
Yeah.
But different with a little bit of beer. So yeah, that's kind of their inspiration, that pub vibe and also with restaurant as well.
Now, the executive chef you were talking about, Matt Baum.
Yes.
He's worked at Grace's Common Bond Bakery and Cafe and Crisp. And from what I understand, the restaurant has made the Yelp Top 100 across the United States for like 2 years in a row.
That's a huge honor.
Yeah, it
Just
really is.
to show that they know what they're doing in that kitchen.
Okay, now that's they're also known for their cocktails as well,
Yes.
as what it was with their menus.
They did have a cocktail while I was there. And let me tell you, like, since they did win those awards, their kitchen is like so small and it's amazing what they're able to
Yeah.
produce from that kitchen.
Where is this in the Montrose? Because I definitely want to stop by there.
It's off of Alabama,
Okay.
off of Alabama Street,
Okay.
so close to Montrose, a little bit past like South Shepherd, in between that little area
Okay,
there.
I probably pass by it all the time.
It looks like a house.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people just sitting outside, like on the patio, just having some beers. They have great pizza as well.
Now, you guys were there. Was it a Friday or a Monday that you were there?
Ooh,
Was it?
I remember. I think I want to say Friday.
Okay. Was it busy around lunch or was it busy the whole time that were there?
Too busy. It got, kind of different like modes
Yeah.
because it was during rodeo.
Right.
So the crowd was just kind of different throughout the day. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about, you also are over the a la carte program
Yes.
at the Culinary Arts. Now I understand it's like probably the best deal in town.
It
It
is.
really is
Yeah.
because you get like a several course meal for $20.
Absolutely. So 5 courses.
Yeah.
Right. $20. I don't know where you can go in the city with that.
You can't. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Even
mean,
during
you can get a
restaurant
burger
weeks.
for
Yeah.
$20, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's all every menu changes. We do rotating menus.
Right.
I try to do seasonal recipes. And we start you off with an amazing appetizer, super salad, and then you have an intermezzo, which is one of my favorite parts of the meal, which is very old school. You don't see a
Right.
lot of intermezzos anymore. Which
What is an
basically-
intermezzo? Tell me that.
Thank you for
Yeah.
asking, John.
I'd like to know myself.
So it's a palate cleanser.
Okay.
So basically, you see it a lot in France. It usually prepares your palate or your mouth for the main entree.
Okay.
So it's usually something that's citrus or fruit based. So normally I do like a sorbet.
I was going to say, okay, I've been at meals where they give you a sorbet in between courses.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was for. I thought it was just a little lagna, a little extra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's basically a palate cleanser.
Okay, you can't
Yes.
beat that. But here's the kicker, though,
Uh-oh.
folks. You have to make your reservations in advance
You
because
do.
this sells out, from what I understand.
It sells out.
Yeah.
And half the time, we have Michael, who is our admin, who's amazing. He launches all the events. So half the time, the menu isn't even posted yet.
Yeah.
We sell out before the menu is even posted. So people don't even know what we're doing. They just
That's the
wanna-
best part about it. You want to get a surprise. You want to go there and
Right?
try things you may have never tried or try them in a different way.
Absolutely.
Prepared in a different way.
Like this week, I put lamb on the menu.
Uh-huh.
And so we have a lot of people, they're like, I don't know if I like lamb. It's like, well, $20, I think it's worth the gamble.
Give it a try.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a try. You can't get a lamb dish for $20 in the city.
No.
You
Yeah.
can't find it. So that happens every Thursday, for I understand, but it won't be happening in August.
We have one date in August,
Okay.
and then we're transitioning to our fall semester.
Right.
So the great thing about it is every 16 weeks, I'm training a whole new group of students.
Wow.
So we'll have a new fall semester of students that I'll be getting ready for September.
If you
Yeah.
want to take part in the a la carte meals, how do you do that? Do you go on the website? Where do they find you?
We have a website. It's ID Loom. Where we
Okay.
post our events only at 1 week at a time. They're posted.
Okay.
So this coming Thursday, we'll post for next week. And yeah, we have about 3 more services left for the
All
semester.
right. And new episodes of Food Without Borders coming your way. I know they've been real busy over the last few weeks.
It's so much fun.
Yeah,
So much
I
fun.
know you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's good to see, and the show looks
Yeah.
incredible. If you haven't seen Food Without Borders, we're going to give you a sneak preview coming up. Chef Mariah Scott, thanks for being here on the show.
Having me.
And we'll be back with more with Food Without Borders coming up.
En Houston, siempre planeamos el siguiente paso.
Ese paso comienza en Houston City College.
Del cuidado.
A la creación.
A la promoción.
HCC es la universidad que Houston necesita. Tu siguiente paso es aquí.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Dear coach. Dear coach.
Dear coach, they don't teach you that inner strength is the most important kind of strong. But you taught me that.
They don't teach you how to build confidence in yourself or how to deal with all the pressures all at once. But you taught me that.
First tee was more than golf. It's where I discovered what I'm capable of.
You didn't just prepare me for 18 holes. You were preparing me for every day of my life. Learn more at firsttee.org.
Wounded Warrior Project empowers post 9/11 veterans and their families with life-changing programs and services.
I realized I could be successful in a civilian career.
We stand by warriors and advocate for their needs going forward.
They were by my side in the hospital, and they're still with me today.
Through our programs, community, and advocacy, we're proving
anything is possible.
Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/together.
When he has cancer in his brain.
It was like, why me? Why my child? But at St. Jude, it's a huge mental relief that all of my child's care is taken without any bills. It is a huge blessing.
It was all about keeping him alive, and it was all focused on him.
St. Jude is a place where my child's life was saved. It's like the holy place for me.
Welcome back to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. Before we wrap up today, I want to talk about Food Without Borders. It's a program that highlights Houston's diverse culinary landscape, exploring how global cultures and cooking techniques are uniquely impacting the Houston local food scene. Southern Yankee Craft House is a popular local gastropub known for its award-winning chicken pot pies. Let's take a brief look.
Welcome to Food Without Borders. I am Chef Mariah Scott and also HCC culinary instructor. And today we are in the heart of Montrose at Southern Yankee Craft House, where I'm going to be chatting with the executive chef and also the general manager who won a nod for the Houston Wine Garden Best Bites Award. Come on in and join me inside. Congratulations, Josh Nelson, general manager, and Matt Baum, executive chef here at the Southern Yankee Craft House.
That's right.
Right here in the Montrose. So let's talk about the upscale gastropub. First we'll get to the food a little bit later, but first I want to know a little bit about your story. So Josh, tell us a little bit about your background.
I've been in restaurants since about 2009. So what is that, like 16 years now, 17 years almost? I just kind of started out, kind of base level service industry, serving tables, and really liked it. Moved up, worked through some chain restaurants, spent a lot of time at brewery here in town, St. Arnold Brewing Company, spent some time up there. And then this opportunity presented itself to open a really cool concept down here in Montrose, kind of took it.
Nice, awesome. And Matt, tell us a little bit about your background, your story.
So I've been cooking right out of high school. I knew I was going to be a chef as soon as I graduated. So I've been, since 2004, I've been in the restaurant industry and worked all over Texas and Colorado. And just, country clubs is where I kind of started. And then we went to Crisp and Common Bond and opened up all of that, worked with Grace's and Johnny Carrabba's.
Nice.
Family restaurants, and then we came here. We had the opportunity to, do something special here.
What would you say is one of the reasons why people love to come here?
Oh man, I think a lot of it is the culture that Josh and I have created here, and it's got a great feel. We do great food, quality ingredients. We have quality brews and cocktails that we pair. The staff is always great with all of our guests, and we definitely give our guests a memorable experience. They definitely want to come back and try something new, or get the same thing over and over and over. So I think for me, obviously having
a nice welcoming environment is important. We're here in a neighborhood. A lot of our best regulars just walk over here multiple times a week. But I think it kind of goes back again to like right from the beginning, coming out of that brewery concept, our kind of driving thing has always been true variety, well made. Just been a very simple way of putting it. So we have an amazing chef who can really cook anything, but we always start with like, it has to be phenomenal to be on the menu. And that's kind of just our bar. We don't have to shoehorn ourselves into any one particular type of cuisine or type of drinks. And, while we make, beautiful drinks, beautiful food, our end product is, that happy guest sitting at the bar really enjoying something that they've never had before. It's not, just made for pictures, made for Instagram. It's made to be just a fully well-made quality thing top to bottom, and then let the rest take care of itself.
We are here with Matt Baum, executive chef of the Southern Yankee Craft House, and I am joining him outside on this beautiful patio, and he is going to be preparing, I hear, is this dish that won the Rodeo Garden Best Bites. I'm looking forward to this. It is your chicken pot pie.
That's right. So what we have here is all the ingredients laid out. We have our standard mirepoix, onion, celery, carrots, garlic, some thyme, oregano, our wheat beer, some chicken stock, heavy cream, and of course our bird chicken. So we're going to start off. We're going to add our celery, onions, and carrots to our pot.
Classic mirepoix action going on.
That's right. And kind of just let that saute down a little bit. We're going to go ahead and add our seasonings now, a little salt, cracked black pepper, and a little garlic powder. Right before you get any color on it, we're going to go ahead and add our garlic. And we're going to add a lot of garlic, right?
Can't go wrong with a lot
Can't go wrong with that garlic. So we're going to let that kind of saute down a bit and then kind of get a little carpet on the bottom so that way we can deglaze with our wheat beer and get all that juicy flavor up.
So I see how you're incorporating all of that craft beer flavor already with your aromatics. That's pretty awesome.
Right, right. Yeah, no, we love to incorporate our craft beers into all of our recipes. It's one of the things that we kind of makes us that gastropub and give us, that edge.
And this is such a nostalgic meal. I mean, when you think of chicken pot pie, I just think of myself curled up in a corner somewhere. And the fact that you're adding beer, it makes it more intentional. So I love that.
Yeah, no, definitely a classic Southern staple. It's some comfort food, some home food. And again, we start with quality ingredients and classic, key techniques, and you always end up with like a stellar product. So I went ahead and deglazed with our beer. We're going to go ahead and add our chicken now. We use like half chicken. We're going to set it right on top of our mirepoix.
And I like that you're using a half chicken. That way you get some of that white meat and that dark meat, so you get the different textures.
Yeah, you can't just have one.
Absolutely.
Here we're going to add our fresh oregano, fresh thyme, and bay leaf. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and add our chicken stock to that.
That chicken stock looks legit. Do y'all make that in-house as well?
We do make it in-house. We do a beer can chicken, and then we also, we save the bones, and then we make a chicken stock for our dishes. We have it on the line to kind of thin out sauces and stuff. So we added our chicken stock, we added our heavy cream. We're going to put our top on, and we're going to let this cook down until the chicken's done. It's going to take about 20 minutes on medium-high heat. And when it's done, we'll go ahead and put a pot pie together.
I am ready to see the action from this amazing wood-burning fire you have brewing here in this chicken pot pie base that we started outside, and then we're going to finish it.
Yeah. So what we do is we mix in our peas and carrots, and then we put in a cast iron pan, and we're going to throw it right up into the oven right next to the stove, wood burn.
I can feel that heat coming off of there, so it's probably not going to take, what would you say, how long that's
It takes about 3 minutes in the oven, and with the top is roughly around 2 minutes at that temperature.
Nice.
So we'll shut the doors.
And I love that y'all use the cast iron pan because it can take all of that heat, and then also you get all that bubbling and all those great flavors.
Yeah. So our cast irons, we treat them just like you're supposed to, and we don't scrub them out. We clean them out with a towel and sanitize them. But they've got that
just like
nice seasoning,
just like grandma's.
Right? That's right. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Are these y'all's wings that I've heard about?
So this is our wings, and right now I'm cooking up some wings for an order. And like I said, we put them right in the cast iron pan, some of our garlic oil, our house seasonings, and we roast it right next to that pizza. The wood that burns gives it that nice flavor. Right, so there's our nice bubbly
Oh, look
pot
how
pie.
cool those bubbly looks delicious.
We're gonna set that there. We have one of our nice house-made pot pie tops that's gonna accompany that. We're gonna set it right on top. Brush with a little bit of garlic butter and our pretzel salt to give it some nice crunch.
See, I'm a crust girl, and I love
Atta
how
girl.
that crust is kind of over the edge a little bit, so I get that little extra piece. I love that.
And that's it. That's our award-winning chicken pot pie.
I'm so excited to try this.
To see more from Chef Mariah Scott or the Food Without Borders show, check out full episodes on HCC TV, or you can also find them on our YouTube channel. That's all the time we have today. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel and like what you saw, make sure you subscribe, share, and like. We appreciate it. We'd like to keep you up to date with more amazing things going on here at Houston City College. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.